The riots in Los Angeles are looking more and more organized every day, begging the question, as you might expect, who's behind these riots? Who's organizing? Who's funding? According to some reports, it's one, believe it or not, taxpayer-funded group, the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, they call themselves. They abbreviate it as CHIRLA. Said Immigration Los Angeles, CHIRLA. Right, CHIRLA has received millions of taxpayer dollars, our dollars, through government grants because of Democrats. According to their 2023 tax filing, it is 34 million American taxpayer dollars, to be exact. Now, the grant records show that the Department of Homeland Security granted the organization $1.2 million for what they called citizenship instruction and naturalization application service, bringing in MS-13 and Tren de Aragua. The Trump administration, however, cut off CHIRLA's federal funding in March. The cherry on top of all this, CHIRLA also solicits donations online through, what is it? The Democrat Party fundraising group, Act Blue, which is now under federal investigation for all kinds of allegations of corruption, even though a spokesperson from CHIRLA denies being behind the insurrection and the organization. Laura Powell, civil rights, civil liberties attorney and founder of Californians for Good Governance, points out that the overwhelming connections that the organization has to Democrat Party leaders in California.
What I uncovered was how connected they are to the Democrat establishment in California. Mayor Bass of Los Angeles is very connected to them. They've supported her. She's bragged about helping them get federal funding in the past. A whole slew, really. I mean, they endorsed Kamala Harris. Of course, Gavin Newsom, Adam Schiff has talked about them. They can't directly endorse candidates because they're a 501c3, but they have a 501c4 that they use for those candidate endorsements. They also sponsor a lot of legislation at the state level.
So, Terry, it looks like this is just another Democrat Party front group that's been suckling on the taxpayer teat and draining the coffers and adding to the national debt to organize radical, hardcore, left-wing communist groups that are now burning the cities. And we saw video of them today out of Los Angeles with truckloads of gear, gas masks, and other supplies and concealing your identity and what else are they handing out to the rioters in the street. This is an organized, radical left-wing, taxpayer-funded because of the Democrat Party organization.
No, that's exactly right, Chris, and it's worse than that. I mean, as President Trump said earlier, they have the equipment to tear up the streets and the curbs, all of that. But one thing that I saw online were these flyers that were being leafleted all over the city of Los Angeles, which is basically advising these people on how not to talk to the cops, how to make sure your face is covered, to dress in all black so that you're less distinguishable. I mean, these are actual criminals who are organized and engaged, and they've been funded by tax dollars. This is so concerning. And the question is, one, who are the other organizations that have been getting this type of funding to do this type of work? Obviously, there's something subversive here, but how much has gone to it? And how long has this been happening? When did it start? Who was behind it? We have to figure out who these criminals are that have been weaponizing America's tax dollars against our own citizens.
And Elizabeth, it reminds me also of the flyers that were being handed out in Central America and when the caravans were coming of illegals by the tens of thousands in the United States. And the Democrats and their organizations were down there handing out flyers, telling them how to circumvent the system and how to cheat the system and sneak in and how to get a bunch of our free stuff.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.